30 Days of Kidnapping by Hyperintrovert on AR3. Chapter 10, Day 4, Part 1. Then he knew something was wrong. As soon as he woke up, he was in a good mood. That in itself was highly suspicious. He could remember the last time he was in a good mood. Right when he woke up, he thinks it was before his accident. Something is wrong, Danny mumbles as he makes his coffee. Oh my god, Danny! Come on! Jazz slams her book close. What? He is startled at that. Jazz never slams her book close. The world is not about to end, you douche. You are just happy that you won the bet. Jazz crossed her arms with a huff. Are you sure? He wanted to believe her, but rolling her eyes with a mutter of idiot. Yes! Did you forget how happy you were last night? Rubbing the fact that you were right and I was wrong in my face? No, I remember that. Taking a sip of his coffee. Do you think I will get kidnapped again? No way, maybe. Where are you going today? She starts to fiddle with her book. The library. Gotham has a library here that has a book Sam wants, and one Tucker wants. They asked if I could pick it up for them. They gave me the money before we left, so I said sure. He shrugged his shoulders. How much trouble can I get into in a library? Jazz raises her eyebrow. Normal people? Next to none. You? A lot. She smirks. However, I do not think you will get kidnapped at a library. You mean just like how I didn't get kidnapped by Ivy? Danny laughs as he ducks the book. Jazz was getting better at her aim. Maybe by the time they get back to Amity, she will actually be able to help. I bet I get kidnapped by a book nerd. Oh, they want to teach me a lesson because I picked up a book wrong. He laughs. Oh, Agent, he shouldn't be having this much fun talking about a high possibility. Jazz snorts. No, you didn't use the Dewey Decimal System correctly. They looked at each other before they both lose it and burst out laughing. Oh, Agent, will the library torture me or just straight up kill me? Maybe they're related to the Ghost Rider. Jazz was trying to compose herself and sit up. It was not working as well as she wished. Danny snorts. Oh, for the love of all that is dead, please, I'm begging you, stop. You're going to kill me. Jazz snorts even harder. Oh no, just think how pissed Shulker would be. Danny loses it and falls on his ass, wincing. After lunch, Danny headed to the library. He was happy and hopeful. Honestly, a bad combination for him. But he hasn't been kidnapped yet. Maybe the first 3 days were just off days and not setting the tone for the month. With sure steps, he enters the library and heads to the occult section. Sam wanted a book about demons, something about summoning them. All Danny knew was it was called Demons 101. Danny sighs. Why him? Almost as soon as he entered the occult section, he could tell there was a powerful being nearby. He couldn't tell if it was good or bad or anything in between. The only thing he could tell was that it wasn't a ghost. Don't get involved. Don't do it. Deciding to listen to his Jazz voice, he ignores the being and looks for Sam's book. Agents, he was going to get kidnapped by this being, wasn't he? Shit! Sometimes Danny hated being right. The being followed him into the text section. Fuckity. Hopefully, it was just curious. With a sigh, Danny decided to bite the bullet and look around. The only other person he was with, a blond man in a trench coat. Fuck! The man was the powerful being. Oh great, the man was chanting. Perfect! Danny was starting to get really pissed. Was everyone going to make him pass out? Like, come on! He wasn't that smart to begin with, and all this knocking out shit couldn't be helping any. Looking around, he saw he was in a pretty cool living room. Well, he was assuming it was a living room, what with a couch and doodahs on the wall. Weird. It gave a safe and homey vibe, even though it was riddled with the occult vibe. Sam would love this place. Oh, look over there. His latest kidnapper. Why was the man just looking at him? Actually, why was Danny not in chains? Looking down, he saw markings on the floor. Hopefully, this was the man's place. Otherwise, the man will be in a lot of trouble with the homeowner. Is that blood? Were the markings made with blood? What the hell? Hi? Danny gives a light wave. He was awkward and knew it. In his defense, he didn't know what to do. The man was still staring at Danny. Oh, now the man was chanting. Chanting? Why was he chanting? And now the man was getting angry. Guess the chanting wasn't working. So hi, was that chanting supposed to do something? Yes. Ugh. So serious. Was his face frozen like that? Like he sucked on a lemon? Oh, well, maybe you said something wrong. Maybe Danny could get a cool story out of this, like with Ivy. What are you? The man narrows his eyes. What? Shit. Of course this powerful being could tell he wasn't a normal human. You are not bloody human, and you are and you are not possessed. So what kind of bloody demon are you? Damn. Did the man know how scary he was? I'm not. Was he? Was Danny a demon? No. No, he was dead. Well, half. Whatever. Same thing, sorta. Then what bloody kind of creature are you? Was it just Danny, or was this man ready to attack? I'm confused. And seeing how I am often confused, I'm going to assume that is the answer you want. Danny nods his head. The man narrows his eyes. Okay, this man was able to tell Danny was not normal and didn't like Danny's games. You air that. Danny's eyes widen slightly. Oh shit, how? Okay, it's fine. He will just lie. Nope, this man would be able to tell. And that sucked. Danny was good at lying too. But lying to this man, Danny had a feeling it would be the last thing he did. So let's see how well the man takes the truth. Half actually, Danny smirks and crosses his arms. The man raises an eyebrow. How? Danny copies his eyebrow raise. Are you asking a ghost how they died? Honestly, the living were so rude. I ain't bloody stupid. I'm asking how it is possible to be only half ghost. Oh, the man could do facial movements. He rolled his eyes. Then he doesn't know why that makes him happy. Oh, well then, that's easy. Then he laughed, fucking with people. It's the little things that makes life worth. After a few minutes, oh wow, the man had a pretty impressive patience. The man raises his eyebrow again. How? Oh, you wanted an answer to that! Then he bit his lip to stop him from smiling, but it wasn't working as well as he wanted it to. He was about to go into another laughing fit. Like I said, easy. However, I don't know it. You are half dead, and you don't know how it's possible. The man crosses his arms. Then he just shrugs. I think it might have to do with science. Then he almost snorts at the face the man makes. Not a fan? Oh, agents. How was he keeping the humor out of his voice? I bloody well prefer magic. And I've never heard of a solding supernatural having anything to do with science. The man looked like he had just been insulted as he walked around Danny. He was staying a few feet from Danny, which Danny was grateful for. He didn't like strangers getting in too close to him. Actually, now that Danny was paying attention, he noticed that the man was staying just out of arm's length. Odd. So, Danny rocks on his heels. What's your name? And where are you from? You sound like you're from Britain. Danny gives the man a beaming smile. Then he knew how to play nice. Didn't mean he always did. The man answers with a sigh. John Constantine, England, Liverpool. Danny sucks in a breath as his eyes widen in recognition. I'll have heard of you! Oh, this was great. Mr. Constantine puts his hands in his pockets and looks at Danny. All bad things, I assume. What? Who would ever? Oh yeah, all bad things. Danny smiles as he rubs the back of his neck. Mr. Constantine raises his eyebrow. What were you bloody saying, kid? With a blush, Danny mumbles. How could anybody think bad of you? Blimey, Constantine looks Danny over. Don't think I've ever had a bloody fan before, let alone of the sodding supernatural community. Danny about to snap his neck, looking up. Are you crazy? He throws his hands up and storms over the markings to poke Mr. Constantine on the chest. How can no one like you? You are a million times better than Batman, and you protect people from beings the average person/hero can't. While Danny was ranting, he didn't notice Mr. Constantine go pale and back away. You got a name, kid? Mr. Constantine asked, with a shaky voice. Oh, I'm Danny. The second halfer. Danny extends his hand for a handshake. Mr. Constantine shakes his head. Second halfer? Oh yeah, the first is a crazy Fruit Loop, and about 20 years older. And halfer is what we are. Half living, half dead. How many of you lot are there? Mr. Constantine puts his hand back into his pockets. Technically 2, but there are 3 of us. The third is my clone. Mr. Constantine raises an eyebrow. Wow, his eyes were getting a workout. You've been cloned? Yeah, the first one is obsessed about me. Well, me and my mom. Danny rocks on his heels. Mr. Constantine looks over at Danny again. So sodding old are you? Let's get down to the brass tracks. What can you tell me about halfers? Mr. Constantine looked worried. Why was he worried? I'm 14, and I don't really know a lot. Danny shrugs. He wanted to test how good Mr. Constantine was able to spot a lie. Then he knew a lot. It's been a long year and a half. That's rough. Mr. Constantine looked uncomfortable. How long have you been one? About a year, but until a few weeks ago, all the ghosts kept trying to end me, and the first halfer is crazy. He shrugged his shoulders in a what-can-you-do motion. Actually, why have all the ghosts stopped trying to end him? Mr. Constantine mutters something under his breath and rubs his face. Then he looks around. Before deciding to leave, Mr. Constantine to his mental breakdown. Contrary to popular belief, then he did know a few things, and one of those things was, well, common sense. Don't touch something if you don't know what it does. So then he was not going to touch any of the cool-looking things that were laying around. He was, however, going to look at everything. What? He had to entertain himself somehow. He smiles as he puts his face next to a pretty red rock. Danny wondered if Mr. Constantine had some kind of security around the staff, or if he never had guessed, so never even bothered to put any up. He could ask when Mr. Constantine was done with his mental breakdown, or he could find out himself. No, that was stupid. Shut up, thoughts, bad thoughts. Then he plops down crisscross applesauce. So, Are you done with your mental breakdown yet? Or do you still need some time? Mr. Constantine looks up and stares at Danny for a minute. Yeah. How are you so bloody calm right now? Danny shrugs. Don't know what you're talking about. I kidnapped you! Danny snorts. With all due respect, Mr. Constantine, this isn't the first time. 4th time is in as many days. And 50th time since I've died. Constantine runs his hands through his hair. Bloody hell, kid. So, why did you kidnap me? And can you take me back to the library? Then he throws himself back and kicks his legs up in the air. Mr. Constantine seemed very confused. Then he didn't know why Mr. Constantine was confused. Can do. And sorry for kidnapping you, by the way. Thought you were possessed. Overshadowed, Danny corrects. What? Mr. Constantine honestly looked funny. He looked confused about being confused. Danny chuckles. Really, he really liked Mr. Constantine. We call it overshadowed, not possessed. Okay. I thought you were overshadowed. That wasn't the case. I didn't bloody know what you might be. Anyways, I'm right sorry. And we are at the library, or close enough. Just walk out the front door. Was Mr. Constantine sweating? He must be running a fever. Then he hoped it wasn't anything serious. Mr. Constantine was a nice guy. Thanks. Then he opened the door. Hope you get better. By the time the door closed, the house was gone. Damn it. And he forgot to ask the security around Mr. Constantine's cool shit. Oh, well, maybe he would see Mr. Constantine again.